Do you want funding of 10K, 15K, or even 25K? Are you struggling to secure a high limit credit card or a credit card at all? Well, this video is one you definitely don't want to miss, so stay tuned. What's going on, YouTube family? It's KJ and we are back with another banger, giving you the sauce on credit. If you're new to the channel, I want to extend a warm welcome and say thank you. I'm so glad to have you here. Now, in today's video, we're going to be discussing how to get a high limit credit card with Navy Federal. For those that are unfamiliar with what Navy Federal is a credit union. They are known as the House of High Limits. The reason they offer, lower interest rates, higher limits when it comes to their credit cards, lower interest rates if you're going for like a mortgage or auto loan, because credit unions are known to have a much more lenient underwriting process. So it tends to help more credit challenged people get approved. Even if you're not credit challenged, you get approvals, you get higher limits, and you save on the interest side with lower interest rates. So this is why we are going credit unions. Credit unions are your best friend. They are like for the community, they're for the people. And when you talk about Navy Federal, they're not only for the community and for the people, but they tend to the military people. So just because I said that, don't say, oh, well, KJ, I'm not military. Stay tuned. We got you. Just chill. Just chill. We got you covered. Just chill. I gotta get the handy dandy notes. Y'all see it right here. Handy dandy notes. Always need the notes to stay on task for the video, right? This is gonna be more for the people that are a little more credit challenged, if that makes sense. Making them able to get higher limits. Now, if you aren't credit challenged and your credit is in a good spot and you're just looking to expand your credit profile, this is gonna work out for you just as well. Number one, we're gonna talk to the current customers. If you're not a current customer with Navy Federal, stay tuned, hold your horses. We are going to let you in on the sauce on how to get in the doors. But if you are a current customer, this is for you. You want to have money in your checking and savings account. I would say minimum $100 in each, minimum. Now, if you can set up your direct deposits to your checking account, do that, please and thank you, because this is going to help establish that relationship and solidify that relationship with Navy Federal. You are going to apply for the Navy Federal Cash Rewards card. You're going to do this after 11 p.m. Current customers, listen now, 11 p.m.
If you're not a current customer, you can begin to take notes as well too.
You're going to apply after 11 p.m. And this is when people go home, the computer system itself take over, and they are known to have a generous algorithm. So what that means is people go home, there's no person reviewing the actual application. The computer makes the decision for you. So you put it in and it's like instant. You approved, and they tend to give you higher limits after 11 p.m. Now that's if you are I would say like an early bird. I know some people, that's pushing some people's bedtimes, and 11 p.m. is like pushing it. But if you can stay up a little later, I would say between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. That's the sweet spot where I've seen people get crazy limits and little to no denials at all. So 2 a.m., 4 a.m. But if that's like pushing your time to sleep and your work schedule, 11 p.m. is good enough. It just needs to be after 11 p.m. But if you can stay up till 2 a.m. or even go to sleep and wake up at 2 a.m. between 4 a.m., then do that. Now, if you're not a customer of Navy Federal, if you yourself are not in the military, you only have to be affiliated with someone in the military. That can be, mom, dad, brother, sister, any household family member, close relative. You can get into Navy Federal by using what they have, a referral code. Some branches don't ask for a referral code, and you're able to get in if you go to the actual building, meaning you walk through the door in person and you say you want to open up this checking and savings account. I know y'all wondering. I know y'all saying, hey KJ, man, I'm not in the military. I don't have a mom or a dad or a brother or a sister that served in the military. So what do I do? What do I do as the one that, I don't have no affiliations with the military or people in the military whatsoever? What do I do? I'm glad you asked that. Because here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna call this number on the screen. This is Navy Federal's number. And you're gonna say, hey there, my name is such and such. And I'm looking to open up a checking account with you all. My grandfather served in the Navy, but he passed away around the time I was born. And unfortunately, I don't have any of his records on hand, but I would still love to open up a checking account with you all. This may not work the first time, the second time, the third time, or even the fourth time. It's all about getting the right representative on the phone, because you got a representative, they're gonna get on the phone and they'll work with you. Then you're gonna have other ones that's gonna, they're gonna stick to the code, they're gonna stick to the rules of the book and say, hey, I'm sorry, but we're gonna need documents or a referral code. And that's it. That's just what it is. Then you're gonna have some people that's gonna be glad to still help you, and you're gonna work around not having the documents and not having a referral code. But you don't have to mention that at all. Don't say, hey, I don't have a referral code or nothing. You just tell them what I just told you to say. Like I said, some people it works the first time, some people it works the second time, but you just gotta talk to the right person. Every time you call back, it's gonna be a new person. It's not like one building and the same rep answers. So, you call, try again in a few minutes. Try again the next day, whenever time allows you. Okay, now that you have the relationship with the bank, you need to wait at least 7 days after opening the account and having a positive balance before you apply for any of the cards. Now, the card I said before was the Navy Federal Cash Rewards card. That's the card you want to go for. But they do offer other cards, and you need to do either daily deposits or you need to do direct deposit. Daily deposits is just putting a little bit of money in every day. Now, if you put up direct deposit, that'll just deposit however often you get paid, whether that's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. The reason I say 7 days, that's if you're pressed for time. Like, if it's like you're trying to really get your hands on something, you pressed, you need to wait at least 7 days. But if you can, wait at least 60 to 90 days. If you can. 60 to 90 days before you apply for one of their cards. Because the history is going to be there. They're going to say, wow, you've been with us for 2-3 months. You have direct deposit with us. You keep your balance. The more money you keep in an account, the more, it's weird, but it's like the more they value you. So let's just say you stacking your direct deposits up, you pay your bills or whatever, but the money is still flowing in and out and still stacking. They're going to value you more. So when it's time to apply after 11 p.m. for that card, it's going to be an approval and a very high limit. Granted that your credit report is clean. I brought this video in assuming you knew that. Your credit report needs to be clean. Don't apply for anything and you have late payments, collections, charge-offs on your credit report. You want to make sure your credit report is clean, your personal information is cleaned up before you apply for, any type of credit. You want to clean your report up. And Navy Federal pulls from TransUnion. So you want to make sure your TransUnion credit report is squeaky clean. You want to make sure all of them are clean, but Navy Federal pulls from TransUnion. So you at least want to clean that up before you do this. But I hope this video was informative to you as well as entertaining. Let me know in the comment section down below your success stories. Did it work for you? What was your limits? When did you apply? It could be something simple as, hey KJ, I applied 2 a.m. like you said. I got 25K. Let me know y'all success stories down in the comments so other people that come across this video can see like, hey, this actually works. So share y'all stories, because you never know, people's stories always help the next person. So don't be afraid to share your story, success or failure. If you have any questions, drop those down in the comment section down below as well. If you need assistance in building your credit or even repairing, visit our website linked in the description. www.dpjcreditsolutions.com, also on the screen. We will be more than happy to help you reach your credit and financial goals. But once again, I'm KJ, and as always, stay blessed, spread love. Until next time, take some action. Love.